Hey, how's it going, everyone? And welcome back to another RecNet Roundtable podcast. Today is a episode like none other, as we are going to do a much shorter format. And today, while yes, it's short, it is going to be so impactful as wow, do we have the president-elect Andrew sitting to my right-hand side, and I'm so excited to have this conversation. So, Andrew, how are you?
Doing great. It's really nice to be here. We're back in Galena, Illinois at the Eagle Ridge
Correct.
Resort here. We are so excited to be here, and it's great to see you again, Justin. So I'm excited to have this conversation as well.
Oh, yes, yeah. And fun fact, we are here at our mid-year retreat. So this mid-year retreat is an opportunity for the board of directors of WhitRecNet get to connect and plan out the conference ahead. So all nothing but great things here in Illinois, and wow, are we excited!
No, yes, very excited. Like you said, we only get out a chance to meet up twice a year. Obviously, our jobs keep us spread out throughout the country a little bit. So it is really amazing when we get to come together as a board to really bounce ideas off each other, really plan what we're trying to do for this upcoming conference this year. So
Yes, indeed. Now, Andrew, you play such an impactful role in the organization. As the president elect, you have so much responsibility and so much impact, and you've been doing a phenomenal job thus far. I'm excited to be on the board with you. But our members and viewers watching may not know who you are just yet. So, aside from RecNet and being the president elect, I wanted to get this opportunity to break down who is Andrew.
Well, well, for those of you who don't, my name is Andrew Mintun. I am the president-elect. I am also the outdoor pursuits manager at Atlantic Fields down in Florida, and as part of the Discovery Land Company, I've been there for approximately about a month and a half now. So I'm excited to be there.
Congratulations on the new role.
Thank you very much. Very excited to be there. But also just a little bit about me. I have a wife and two beautiful kids at home, a 5-year-old, 2-year-old, a coon hound mix. I kind of started my career, my hospitality career, I should say, in recreation out on cruise lines. Worked for cruise lines for 5 years, got to travel the world, and I've been to about 46 different countries. So I've gotten to travel a lot, meet a lot of very interesting
Yeah.
people. And that's what got me going within the recreation world, and one I'm very happy to be a part of because from there I worked for local parks and rec municipalities running recreation centers. But then after that, had the opportunity to go out to the Gaylord Rockies Resort. So I've worked
Awesome.
in aquatics. I've gotten the parks and rec aspect on the municipality side. Then also, my last position, I was the director of activities at the Nemacolin Resort, and which is a 5-star luxury property. So I've gotten a
Amazing.
scope
Yeah.
of a lot of different things within my recreation career, and very happy to bring those to the table here at RecNet.
Awesome. Wow. So extensive, and what an honor, Andrew, to sit and chat about you today. Now, before we dive into any deeper questions on today's subject, I think the audience wants to know, as well as myself, you've been to so many places across the country, not even just the country, across the world,
Yeah.
right? So, what is your favorite place to travel to?
Oh, see, that's a loaded question. So it all depends on what you're traveling for. If you're traveling for scenery, anything along those lines, I would have to say Norway, hands down, one of the coolest, most naturally beautiful places in the world. If you're going for food, people think what I would say Italy. No, I'd say Portugal.
Wow. Okay.
The
Nice.
Portuguese food was actually some of my favorite and holds a special place in my
Yeah.
heart. But if you're going for history though, then you got to go Italy.
Oh,
So you're
wow.
looking at
Yeah.
Rome and all the different ruins that you have throughout the
Awesome.
yeah.
No, thank you for sharing that. You heard it here first, folks. So if you're planning your travels, make sure you check this episode out so you can learn what to do and when.
Yeah.
Now, back to you, Andrew. More so, you have such a dynamic career, right? You've had such a dynamic career thus far, and you're still continuing and growing within recreation. Why recreation?
I mean, I feel like especially within recreation, you can have so much impact on a person's life. Like, if you go local parks and rec, the recreation there, it still is recreation. Like you're helping somebody get out of their normal day-to-day operations. They're going to the local rec centers, you're providing programming, you're helping them and elevating their life a little bit. And the same thing goes for the hospitality side as well. When you work at a resort, when you work in those situations, you're providing the experience. You're getting them out and away from their day-to-day lives to kind of relax, have fun. And that's what truly makes a vacation, in my opinion, is when the people go to these places and they have this amazing experience and they're leaving with a smile on their face. And then 2 years down the road, they're like, "Hey, do you remember that?" And that's what gets me. And then they come back to your resort. And then if they remember you, they're like, "Oh, hey, Andrew. I mean, we came back just because of what we did last time." And that is
Correct.
such a great feeling as a leader to know that me and my team took care of that guest
Yeah.
so well that they came back to my resort.
Oh wow, that's amazing. I have almost a very similar why as for myself, and it really goes to just that of being able to make such an impact on the Get to Vacation with us
Hmm.
and be a part of their life story, right? As when you vacation, you create so many great memories that you will be able to have for the rest of your life. And it starts
Absolutely.
with recreation. Now, more so on the personal side for you, there's many different careers out there,
Hmm.
right? So, what was the point in your career where you said, you know what, recreation is my cup of tea. This is my happy place, and this is my why.
So I would have to say it was, a couple of years in at Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. Actually, this is kind of a long story. It's kind of how I met my wife too.
Oh, amazing!
So you got a
You
loaded
got
two
a
for one
yeah, two
question
for
here.
one there. Nice.
But so was out on the cruise lines. Was just thinking, hey, I'm about done with this lifestyle. I need to go, get a big boy job and
Yeah.
go back to land. And ended up getting injured on
Okay.
the ship. Had to get signed off the ship. So I thought at that point I was like, I'm probably going to sign off and
Yeah.
not continue down this road. And then they gave me the opportunity. They offered me a contract to go travel over in Europe for a summer
Wow.
on one of their ships. And I said, you know what? I'll do one more.
Yeah. At that
And
time, have you been to Europe yet or no?
I had not been to Europe yet,
Okay.
had
What
not
a
been
great
over that way.
opportunity then.
Yeah, it was amazing. And ended up meeting my future wife on that ship. So I told her from the get go, I was like, this is probably my last contract. And she's like, oh, this is my first. And at that point, I stayed and followed her for 3 more years.
Perfect love story.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That is amazing. Yeah.
But after leaving that, I knew recreation was for me, like, in what capacity I didn't know, but I knew
Yeah.
that that was the route I needed to go in my career.
Oh wow, no, and thank you for sharing both of those stories there. As wow, is it amazing? Yeah.
So
Now,
recreation love story right there.
exactly, one of a kind. Now, when it comes to your career, you've been so successful thus far, and it's such a privilege, really, to have you as our president elect. And for those that may not understand that term, is our president elect practically the vice president who would then go into a president term and then the past president.
Mhm.
So, in simple terms, you've committed 3 years to RecNet,
That I
right?
have.
So, for those that are watching who know all about RecNet, or even some people who don't know about us just yet, help us better understand why you made such a commitment.
I truly believe in the organization. I've only been a part of RecNet for about a year and a half, and from the time RecNet came to the property I was at Nemacolin, and got to meet the people that were involved. The desire to make not just their properties better, but recreation as a whole better. I knew I found my people, and I knew that I could help make an impact wherever I went, and this organization could make such a positive impact.
Wow.
And
Yes.
so that is why I chose RecNet, and I have not been disappointed thus far. Like everybody here, the board is amazing. We have great conversations. Like I said, we bounce ideas off each other, and it's about the growth of recreation, not
Wow.
about the individual.
Indeed. Wow. What a great answer. And as we started with that question, I want to navigate more towards what you do for the organization as the
Mm-hmm.
president elect. So, can you help us better understand your time committed to RecNet? What does that look like, and what's your goal with that?
So, with the president elect, the main job of the president elect is to help organize and plan the upcoming conference for the year. So, my time is spent so far has been really trying to plan and get the conference underway. So, once you all get there, everything should be taken care of. We have our speakers lined up, we have our keynote speakers lined up, and down to the last T. And that's what we plan out this first 6 months of the year. So we already have an idea of what's going to happen 6 months from now.
Oh
And we're
yeah.
planning that here and now. And, the conversations that you have, you're reaching out to people that might want to speak. You're reaching out and having Zoom conversations with different local professionals to see if they want to come and join. So there's a lot of stuff that goes into the position, and I am very happy to say we have a very exciting lineup coming up this
Oh
year so
yeah.
far.
Nice. And while I personally wish we could sit here for hours on end and talk all about you, your background, and all of the advice you can give to our viewers, this episode is designed just to be a nice short clip. So the last question I have is, conference is the big bang, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone from our members to those who are just interested and don't know too much about the organization, they all look forward to conference, and
Yep.
you have the privilege to plan the conference.
Mm-hmm.
So, can you give us a little sneak peek of what this year's conference may look like to get us excited?
So, I mean, I can. We've already announced it. Our big guy this year, Juan Do. He is an amazing inspirational speaker. We have him for our keynote right off the bat on Sunday. We are very excited to hear him speak. And so, if you haven't checked him out already, please check him out on our socials. And he is going to be a phenomenal speaker. We have a lot of great stuff lined up, including several sessions on AI and how we can utilize that within the recreation industry.
Yes.
So we're planning things like that. What is going to be useful for you all in your careers, and what can you take back to your properties? And so that is what we're gearing these things around for. And those are the two of the big ones that I'm excited to announce.
Oh yeah, that is so exciting. It gets me going. And for those watching online, whether you've been with the organization for a while or you're just hearing about us today, I hope you're excited. I hope you're able to make it because this year, November 2026, we'll be here at Eagle Ridge Resort and Spa for our RecNet annual conference. Andrew, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having
It's
me,
been such a
Justin.
pleasure to connect, and we'll see you all soon.